Hi, this is Sandy Jo from rhinestonetemplates.com, and I'm just going to make this quick little video showing you how to work with one of the fonts that I have that is a TTF font, which means it's a true type font and it's typable. So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm working in WinPC 2012, but you can do this in any program. And I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Rt TTF font, and that's the one that I have a friend who's working in that and has a question about that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and type out with capital letters. So I'm going to put my capital letter lock on and type out Panthers so that I can show her how to go ahead and enlarge this and make this bigger so that it works for her to go ahead and cut. And what I've got here now is when it comes in very small, and it comes in at 0.76 or 0.79 inches, and we want to make this bigger. So I've taken and surrounded it with any program, whatever program you have. Go ahead and surround it and select it, and then take one of your corners. Usually in my program, the left and the right corner are the two that can keep everything in proportion, not distort it at all. Don't grab the sides over here, or don't grab this one right here and try to go up. Grab your corners and you should be able to stay in proportion, and go ahead and enlarge that font up so that you can see exactly what you need to see here. And that's probably going to be about the right size, and I'm going to come in here just a little bit closer here and see some of my dots and see how they look when they're still in the TTF form, and you look at them on the screen. They look like they're not perfect circles, but these all look good and they look spaced real well. And as an example, I'm going to come back in and I'm going to zoom back out and kind of show you like right here, it looks like this one is distorted and it's oblong. Let's go out even farther. It looks like these are distorted and oblong right there. And let's go ahead and zoom in on that T and see what they really look like. Oh, too big. Okay, there we go. And you can see they're all perfect in there. So they really are perfectly circled. It's just that until they actually get sent to the cutter and stuff, and enlarged, they look like they're not perfect. But so another way to see if everything is perfect before you go ahead and start is to go ahead and select the whole image like what we did before, and you could either export it at this point and export it as a EPS or SVG file in your program, and then bring it back in and it will look perfect. Or you could also come up to your toolbar or your text bar, whichever, in whatever program you're in, that has a convert text to path, and you can also hit your convert text to path. And what that does now is this doesn't act as all one piece. Now you can see that I can click on each dot separate, and each of these dots, no matter how small, or it's the real dots, no matter how small or how large they are, come in a real perfect size. So if you see something that looks distorted and kind of weird, unless you've dragged it, in a weird situation, it's actually not. If you go to enlarge it and go up close, you'll see that all the circles are real good and the spacing is real good. So you'll be able to go ahead and arrange that and send it to your cutter. The other thing I wanted to show you is once you've done that convert text to path, you can come in here and you can, with the kerning, which is the spacing between the letters, you can go ahead and you can bring these in a lot tighter if you wish, and save a little space so you don't end up using make them quite as large across the chest of the garment that you're trying to make. So you can go ahead and bring all those in, and I'm just using my my four-way key here to go ahead and bring those in. If something needs to be taken in up or down a little bit, just use your four-way keypad to go ahead and do that. But I'm just bringing all those in a little bit closer. And let me just check the size of this stone here, and that's 14, so that's actually too big. How I check my stones, I know this has been a question too. How I check my stones to see, there'll be a size that will say at 10 SS it's supposed to be 2 3/4 inches or whatever it will be. Also on the my proof when you purchase it on my website. But if you don't have that written down somewhere, you can also take and just click on a dot, and on my program it shows down here that that's at a 0.14, and that's way too big. So if I went up into, say, a 10 SS, go up 3 sizes, go to a 13 SS or 3.2 or 3.4 millimeter, the size that I'm going to want is a 0.126. So I'm actually going to take this, I'm going to group it because I don't want it to be distorted when I'm taking it down. I'm going to take the size down a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and ungroup again. And that one's at 133, so it's still a little bit too big. I'm going to go ahead and group again. Take it down. Select the whole image. And I'm at 1.25, so now I'm just a little bit too small. I better group it just to make sure I don't distort my circles. Ungroup it. And there we go. And at this point, I'm going to, in this program that I have, in WinPC 2012, there's a thing in here which is called change to circle. If any of these circles have gone from an exact circle when you're manipulating it and working with it, it's really awesome because this is built into the program. You can just take and hit this and it changes every single dot to a perfect circle before you go to hit, so you'll never have an oblong circle. And now it's a perfect 12.7, which is a little bit bigger than a 12.6, but that's okay, it'll be just fine. And every circle that you see, you know, should be a perfect circle for you. So this is how you work again with the Johnny D, the TTF. So if you have any other RT Johnny D TTF, if you have any other questions, let me know. But I'm thinking that, you know, if you're having an issue with the circles distorting, it's either because of the view when you first bring it up, enlarge it really big and see if that actually is what it is. And then if that's the case, then it was probably working with the dragging tool. So make sure that you group everything. Make sure you grab from a corner so when you take it taller, you also take it in width as well. But I hope that helps, and thank you for watching. And that's how to work with the TTF fonts, and that's how to work with the specific, the RT Johnny D TTF font. Thank you.